The PGA Tour has a surprising new partner. We have an update in Ukraine, and Apple announced an autocorrect fix. That's some of what we'll get to on the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Jeff Pierre. It's Wednesday, June 7th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Number 1, Ukraine and Russia are blaming each other for the destruction of a major dam. The dam in southern Ukraine was hit by a reported explosion yesterday. Over 1,400 people were evacuated over the risk of catastrophic flooding. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby spoke about the consequences at a press conference yesterday.
Its destruction could very well have a devastating impact on Ukraine's energy security, and it will certainly have an impact on Ukraine's canal system.
It still isn't clear who did it. The damage poses strategic challenges for both sides ahead of Ukraine's much-anticipated counteroffensive. It could also have huge environmental consequences. Number 2, smoke from the Canadian wildfires is spreading to the U.S. It's moving south over much of the Midwest, Ohio Valley, Northeast, and Mid-Atlantic. The smoke is creating hazy skies and bringing dangerous levels of pollution. The situation is particularly bad in New York City. Officials told vulnerable residents yesterday to mask up if they go outside. Millions of other people from South Carolina to New Hampshire are also under air quality alerts. The smoke is coming from 416 active fires across Canada, more than half of which are burning out of control. Number 3, 2 people were fatally shot after a high school graduation in Richmond. Families and graduates were leaving the ceremony yesterday when at least 8 shots were fired. A witness at the shooting, Jason Alexander, spoke about what he experienced.
Everybody started running and I pushed her down on the ground. We got down on the ground and it's just chaos from there. You just kept hearing shots.
A 19-year-old was arrested and faces murder charges. One of the victims was 18 and had just graduated from Huguenot High School. The other victim was 36. Police believe the suspect knew at least one of the two. Several other people were injured. Number 4, the PGA Tour is merging with Live Golf. This was stunning news yesterday and took a lot of people by surprise. Live Golf is a Saudi-funded league that was created to compete with the PGA Tour. It started playing last year, and the feud between the two has shaken up the golf world. Live lured some of the sport's biggest names, like Phil Mickelson, with massive paychecks. Saudi Arabia has been accused of using the league to distract from its human rights abuses. The two organizations will now combine to create a new for-profit entity, but many details about how that will actually work are still unknown. Number 5, a dreaded moment for the Arctic could come sooner than expected. Scientists have long worried about a summer in which the Arctic Ocean is almost entirely made up of open water with no sea ice. New research has found that it could happen as soon as the 2030s, about a decade earlier than experts previously thought. This could threaten entire communities and damage ecosystems. The Arctic will also warm faster without sea ice, which will in turn speed up global warming. Here's number 6. Skin-to-skin contact can improve preterm babies' chances of survival. A certain type of skin-to-skin contact called kangaroo mother care seemed to reduce deaths by 32% within the first 28 days of life. That's according to a new study. Kangaroo mother care involves placing a baby on a parent or a caregiver's bare chest with a blanket covering the child. The technique has a wide range of benefits, including heart rate regulation and stimulating breastfeeding for mothers. And at number 7, Apple is fixing one of its most annoying autocorrect features. And it's a big ducking deal. You'll be able to type that one swear word if you want to, without your messages being tweaked to say duck instead. The change will roll out later this year. The updated keyboard will use the same AI technology that powers ChatGPT. That means that the automatic suggestions will be based on the words and phrases you use the most. And just like that, you are all caught up. If you have a moment, give the show a rating on Spotify. And if you listen to The 7 on Apple, you can write the show a review. And please, tell us what you think. You know we love hearing from you. I'm Jeff Pierre, and I will meet you back here tomorrow.